highlights of the Toyota Gauteng Dealer Rally are proudly brought to you by Toyota. The championship remains on the high felt for the fourth round of the series, the Toyota Gauteng Dealer Rally, with unexpected wet and cold conditions greeting the teams as they gathered before the start. The big question, whether there will be a different winner emerging on this event.
Welcome to round 4 of the South African Rally Championships, day 1 of the Toyota Gauteng Dealer Rally, and the teams are met with uncharacteristic cold and wet weather. Conrad Rotenbach has been dominating the rallies so far. However, the Toyota teams of Johnny Gimmel and Leroy Poulter are looking to take top honors at their very own rally.
32 cars will take to the start of the Toyota Gauteng Dealer Rally as we get a feel of their expectations before the flag drops.
Winter's certainly arrived, and I bet you can't wait to get in your car.
Yeah, it's really cold out here. It's more European weather than African weather, but anyway, that's what it is. And yeah, we want to get going. I think it's going to be an interesting rally with the rain and that we've had in the last week. And the stages are not the best, to be honest. Really grassy and tracky, not proper roads. So it's first on the road is going to be quite a disadvantage, but we're just going to have to do our best.
Well, Mark, we've certainly seen the speed. Is it time for a podium position?
Yeah, absolutely. We're dying for one. We've put in the effort, and now let's see. Hopefully it's going to come to us this time.
What's your plan of attack on these stages?
Well, initially we're going to have to be a bit cautious because of all the rain that was unexpected. You know, the event was moved from the end of the year to the middle of winter to not have the rain, but unfortunately it didn't work out. Yeah, so a cautious approach in the initial ones, and then max attack.
This is your home rally. You literally live around the corner from here. Plan of attack?
Just have to attack. People say I live in the area, but it doesn't make much difference. You know, everyone's been doing regionals. I haven't done regionals for years, so... But still, no, I'm looking forward to it.
And how do you think the mud's going to play out? Is it going to be really difficult?
No, definitely. The mud's going to be a deciding factor in this event. You know, you just get caught out in a slippy corner and you lose 10, 15 seconds, then you're in trouble.
So Rotenbach leads the field first off the ramp. With me, Etienne Lawrence once again, and he must be dreading being first on the road, Etienne.
Yes, also unknown ground for them in stage 1 in the township today, so with no notes apparently, so they're dueling the old tulip notes, so that could be quite interesting.
Stage 1, a short 2.24 kilometer mixture between the dirt, tar and cement in the cultural village in the township of Vosloorus. And this is interesting, the guys are allowed to walk this stage.
No, it's not officially open as a walking stage or a reconnaissance stage, so there might be some big trouble later on in the rally.
We'll keep an eye out for that. These stages set up for the spectators can often trip you up.
Very, very tricky, lots of times between pavements and things, you very, very easy clip one of those and it could cost you dearly, yeah.
And another factor is that there's no servicing until after the end of the third stage today.
Correct, and everybody has to bear in mind that there's kilometers to go before you get to service. If you have a problem, you've got to carry it with you and you might just fall out.
Stage 1, a dead heat between Mark Renier and Leroy Poulter, with Charles Wilken only 0.2 of a second further back. Stage 2 now, still in the Benoni-Heidelberg area. It's 18.14 kilometers of dirt through the mealy fields there, and a big challenge in these conditions.
Yes, the road is very tricky, especially for the first few cars, grassy sections, wet weather, and there's no track to follow, so it makes it difficult to read the road.
That's Rotenbach first on the road. He was only 18th overall after the first stage.
120 knots, very, very, very long to the flying finish. Continues. Wow. Continues very, very, very long. The red. Top. Wow, these rocks. No, we have to come on.
Get out so I can go take the thing off.
Conrad, what's up? Is it overheating?
Yeah, it's not a road, man. This is really not on.
Not a happy chappy at all as we go to Johnny Gimmel in the Castrol Toyota Auris, only 14th after stage 1. But Etienne, Conrad Rothenbach very critical about the condition of the roads. Do you think it's correct?
Well, it's a question of stay on the road, and then you won't hit things. You know, if you're going into the grass, there could be lurkers there, little crocodiles waiting for you. You know, anything is possible. So you must try and stay in the tracks, especially on the track stages. If there's a clear road, it's a lot easier than a track stage. It's Johnny Gemmell with a flat wheel. Obviously hit something. It is rocky, so you veer off the track, then you can hit the rock.
Johnny, what can you tell us?
Yeah, we got a flat there about 5 k's from the end. I don't know what's our time yet, we'll see.
So you had to drive through?
Yeah.
Van Vecken in the BP Volkswagen Polo. Oh, and,
Hitting that thing
that's
very,
a
very
huge
hard.
hole there.
Yeah, it's huge. There's a rock there also on the exit. I don't know how they can't see that on the DVD. It must have been obvious.
Well, he seems to have a problem. Yeah, indeed. Look at the right rear.
Also, flat wheel, definitely. Same spot.
This cost him 31 seconds.
It's a bit rocky in the stage, so even though you're on the road, you might get a flat. So I only started feeling it towards the end.
Well, the second stage is certainly catching them all out. Charles Wilker now third after the first stage in the Basil Reed Ford Fiesta. And a good start to the rally for him.
Yes, looking for a good repeat of the previous rally. I think his attitude is correct. His pace is nice, and I'm sure he'll be able to do it.
1.
Oh, yeah, he stalls the car.
Stalled.
Right here, one of the last corners, and we hit something really hard, so big impact to the front.
So he lost about 36 seconds in that stage, going to Enzo Kuhn now 16th overall. And the running order in championship order, but as far as the standings are concerned, very mixed up.
It was a wake-up call first stage, very slippery out there, so we did a lot of mealy cutting, but good stage, car feels good.
And Habib coming up now. He talked about cutting there, Enzo did. You think that could become a factor?
Definitely in these rallies with the mealy fields, you know, the one guy goes in and the next guy takes it more, and so it carries on. This Habib in-car camera, you can see it running beautifully. And these stages, and there if something goes wrong, you see, immediately Yannick comes off the gas.
Right, you could see him, he just corrected there, the tail stepped out on a straight line. That means, yes, there's the problem.
Absolutely, something else. He must have hit something or something broke.
So that's going to cost him a huge amount of time. Leroy Poulter, the joint leader after stage one.
Sure,
Also
doing
struggling.
that corner hard, eh? It's really going in aggressively.
Very, very slippery, these conditions.
Very fast over that deep ditch there.
Right 5 into dip right 6. And left 5. Stay right. Go right 6. Go right 1. Go right 6 and go right 1.
Leroy Poulter set the fastest time in the stage there. This, of course, is Mark Prunier in the Sasol Ford Fiesta, joint leader after stage one, and he's also on it at this point. Very, very fast. And look at the line that he takes through there.
It's to line it up for that sharp left-hander.
And he would go fastest of all by half a second. Neil de Villiers. And this is the sort of thing that he would enjoy, I would
Getting
imagine.
faster and faster, yes, and over the rough stuff, he's obviously very good with his Dakar experience. He was very quick through this intersection here.
And he would go third fastest at the end of this stage. Jabi van der Kerk in the new Africa Developments Volkswagen Polo, fifth after stage one. This stage certainly had its fair share of mishaps. So tough conditions, Etienne.
Very tricky, and as you go along, more grass gets away, more slippery, and it makes it difficult to turn. And here's John Williams taking a different line and getting it way up in air.
Stage 3, 10.58 kilometers of dirt. And of course, as we said earlier on the first service, is only after the stage we saw a number of drivers with problems in stage 2. So they're going to carry them through.
They have to, unfortunately. That's the risk of going too hard and making mistakes.
JP Damso, 11th overall. And he sets the fastest time in this stage so far. Enzo Kuhn. So they seem to be struggling, these Volkswagen drivers still. You think it's with
No, actually, I was just going to say that Enzo has really come to light again after the last event, getting used to the new diff setup.
Somebody who's struggling really now is with virtually 3 wheels. It's Jan Habbig, and he's got to carry this through to the end.
All the way. He's got to finish the stage and the next before he gets his service. It's quite hectic with 3 wheels in the mud as well. Very difficult.
Well, the question is he going to make it to the end and to stage? Leroy Polter, part of the 3-way battle at the front between him, the early leader Cronje and Camille de Villiers. So the battle lines are already drawn.
And don't cut between the right six, there's rocks.
This must be Habbig. Fortunately, they got him on the section where they could pass.
So that wouldn't cost them too much, but that shows that Habbig, well, he's still moving, but I don't know for how long. Here's Cronje, leading but by only half a second coming into this stage. And he's got his foot down.
100% commitment. He's really trying hard to get his results. And there's stationary Jannie.
That means the end of the rally for Jan Habbig. The big drama already in the 3rd stage. Jan Habbig stuck in stage. This is Heinrich Lategan in the Peugeot 207. Some very competitive time so far, well inside the top 10.
Yes, he's doing very well and getting the car faster as we go along every rally.
Camille de Villiers, part of that battle at the front, and he's certainly on it this weekend.
Siapi van Niekerk also mixing it between the works cars.
Well, these conditions are such that it can throw up some surprises. So an opportunity for somebody else to come up through the order.
First Du Plessis also very much more in control and with a lot more confidence.
So Polter wins that stage from JP Damso and Enzo Kuhn. That means that Polter now leads Cronje by 5.6 seconds.
And a long-awaited service for some people.
I'm sure some crews were very relieved when they arrived here.
Absolutely.
Well, Conrad, last time I saw you, you didn't look too impressed with life.
No, you know, it's a bit disappointing, really. You know, the level that rallying's come to in this country and the stages like this is not, it's not on, really. But I'm just a driver. What can I do?
Michelle, you said that you hit something in stage 2. Did you find out what it was?
Yeah, apparently it was quite a big rock that's sitting on grass, and you know, our notes said ride 6 in at long grass, and they cut the grass. It wasn't there anymore. You know, as I came around the corner, I said, well, there's the corner there. And
Leroy, congratulations from Team Nida there. It looks like you're in the lead of the rally so far.
Yeah, look, I think it's quite difficult out there. The mud is the guys are going to see now. I think further down, the mud just becomes impossible. And I think it is helping me with the road maybe being a little bit more open.
it's been tricky because it's so muddy, and the car literally sucks itself to the ground. That's how muddy it is. I don't know how the smaller boys are going to get through there, but it's going to be interesting.
Stage 4 now. It's a repeat of stage 2, just over 18 kilometers of dirt and mud. It's the first repeat stage of the day, Etienne. How do you think this will affect the running?
Well, as the surface deteriorates, it gets more slippy, and fortunately for the weather, if it dries out, then it gets better. If it doesn't, then it gets more slippy.
He's not cutting. It's all right, Cliff. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. What's that?
What the f? Make a mark in the
Yeah. 140 into millies. Need max left and narrow max right. 200 care grass. Slippy turn. Need 2 left, Cliff.
Etienne, what was very clear on that shot, the onboard shot, was at that corner, some very big shortcuts taken.
Very, very big shortcuts, and well, let's see what happens if there are any penalties going to be imposed on those.
The problem, of course, is once it's done, then everybody's going to start doing it.
That's correct.
How far, where do you draw the line?
That's correct. One guy goes through, the next cuts it more, and so it carries on. You'll see that clearly now.
Yeah, we went round there. Yeah. 200. That's why they're faster. Short max left, right at Mealy's. 200 cut medium left.
I have a sneaky suspicion this is going to become an issue on this event. This is Fecken, Herman Fecken, 1 minute 14 down overall.
Also, perfect cut through the millies and misses the arrow, by the way.
Big issue, and I'm sure there's going to be some words spoken in between the stages.
Well, one doesn't want to stay behind because you have to follow suit. That's how it works.
Sean Wilkin in the Basil Reed car.
C150 now. Exact left, 1 right, 1. Narrow entry to Millies, there's 200.
Well, you could see so many different lines going through that corner. It's just absolutely amazing.
Again, it gets worse and worse as you go along.
Enzo Kuhn now, 4th overall position. He's only 28 seconds down on rally leader Leroy Poulter, and this is an opportunity to catch up.
Yes, for sure, and he's really going for it all out.
John Williams in the second Sasol Ford Fiesta. Whoa.
Overdoes it a little bit. It's very difficult to determine how fast to enter into a corner, especially if it's a rerun.
He certainly won't be happy to be more than a minute behind his teammate.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's second in the rally, there he is.
He's getting a lot faster.
And Mark Grenier sets the fastest time in that stage to retake the lead. Hein Latergan, a very impressive 5th overall. These Peugeots are showing their form.
Very, very good. They've done some development, and this puts new meaning to shortcutting, I think.
Peugeot's looking very strong, both of them inside the top 10, so it looks like a good rally for them so far.
Battle scars at the back. Those bumpers are apparently very low.
Camille de Villiers showing what he can do in the BP Volkswagen Polo, only 15 seconds behind rally leader coming into the stage.
Also carrying some battle scars in front there, must be from a dip or a jump.
There's Visser du Plessis in 9th position overall. It's the best performance of this team so far this season.
Absolutely, very, very good for him. I'm happy for him, and he's also lost the back bumper.
Sort of in the middle of all the lines through that corner there for Visser du Plessis. So Mark Grenier takes the stage victory ahead of Johnny Gemmell by about 5 seconds, and de Villiers in 3rd place. Stage 5 is a repeat of stage 3, so it's 10.58 kilometers of dirt. And now the battle is hotting up at the front of the field. Although Konrad Rothenbach is not part of that, he's still a very, very unhappy champion. Johnny Gemmell also not quite part of that, 6th overall at this point.
It's a very, very tricky section here. You see it's narrow, slippy. Make a mistake here, you get stuck.
What is also important is that they are driving under appeal because, and I smell some controversy coming here, Johnny Gemmell and Konrad Rothenbach have already been excluded for walking that first stage.
Correct.
And they appealed it.
Yeah.
So one will have to see how that whole situation plays out. This is Charles Wilkin currently in 8th position overall.
Late cut left 8.
Very, very tight section here.
Into tight left 9. To long left right 2.
Well, you can see how slippery conditions are, and it's getting worse for those cars that are following behind these front runners on the road.
Very, very tricky sections, and the driver's working hard.
JP Damso in the Team Total Toyota Ronex, a very steady performance so far.
Our roads are very bumpy and jumpy, as you might call it, and very, very tight. Here's a double back left. If you don't get that right, you can also stall the car and you can roll it. Very difficult to see through the windscreen being so dirty, but not always time to clean them.
Enzo Kuhn currently in 4th position overall, but he's chasing down Leroy Poulter in 3rd place because Poulter dropped some 34 seconds in the previous stage because of a puncture.
And there's a slight little shortcut there again.
John Williams in the second of the Sasol Ford Focus cars, currently in 10th position overall. Leroy Poulter, as I said, down in 3rd behind Mark Grenier and Genil de Villiers, 28 seconds off the pace.
And Leroy driving very aggressively and looking like he's wanting to win another event.
Is that the correct approach, you think?
Yes, absolutely.
Nice little shortcut there. Yes, indeed. Another shortcut. So, Mark Grenier currently 15.3 seconds ahead of Genil de Villiers. Battle is on, as we've said, and he's actually controlling his pace very well.
Yes, hopefully he can pull this whole thing off and get to the end in one piece and also in 1st place.
Chasing down Enzo Kuhn, Hein Latergan in the 5th position overall. He's only got 10 seconds to make up on Enzo Kuhn.
Still very impressively driving this one now and with a lot more confidence. And that puts a new meaning to shortcuts.
Straight lining, you say?
Straight lining, yes.
Genil de Villiers, a fantastic start to his rally, holding down 2nd position at this point. And it would be a great result if he can remain there. Nicholas Ryan in the Grand Mark Volkswagen Polo in 15th position overall.
And Wilro Dippenaar with a 6-sounding Toyota.
So Wilkin takes that stage from Leroy Poulter. Hein Latergan, his best stage result of the season, in 3rd ahead of Grenier. In the junior category, the 1600 class, led by Christoph Snyders, the championship leader, is about 50 seconds ahead of Guy Buttrell in his Toyota, with Chad Conradi in another Toyota about 38 seconds further back. Super 1400 category, led as usual by Henk Latergan, ahead of Megan Verlaak.
Apparently they got stuck behind Jannie Habig. He guided them around them and they got stuck and he helped push them out.
Johnny, your rally's certainly been thrown a little bit upside down in the past few stages.
Yeah, that first stage this morning was a little Mickey Mouse stage, and we asked the marshal if we could go and have a look at the stage. This is the normal thing we do, and he said yes. Conrad was already in walking around, so we went in, walked around. Then when we came out, we came back here to service after a couple of stages. They said, no, we shouldn't have been looking. But, you know, our time and Conrad's time wasn't the quickest there anyway, so I don't know what the issue is.
You've just repeated those stages. How were they for you?
Yeah, they were quite interesting actually. We saw where everyone's been cutting, and we know that we've been through all the gates and followed the road book. I don't know if the other guys can say that, but yeah, what can we do? You know, the rules say you must follow the road, so that's what we're doing. But yeah.
Seems like you're having a good day today.
I'm liking it. It's nice and slippy, you know, I like the wet roads. We're still a bit down on the Fords, you know, those are world-class cars, and we're developing a new car, so I think we're doing well for a car that was really designed and built in 2006, and I'm excited. We're biting at the back of them.
Certainly got the hang of rallying now, and you're into it, second place overall. That's fantastic.
It takes a while to get into it, and I didn't expect, you know, to come here and just be right up there with the top guys. You know, we've got very good rally drivers in this country, and you know, it's tough to stay with them. But I'm happy that we can be up there and at least have a bit of a fight with them. So now we'll have to see for tomorrow. You know, we still have to do a good job tomorrow.
Mark Renier leads after day one with a gap of 18.7 seconds over de Villiers. Leroy Poulter in third ahead of Kuhn, and a solid fifth for Heinleiter.
And Johnny Gemmell in 6th place, and a very unusual 10th overall for championship leader Conrad Rotenbach.
As the sun sets at the end of day one, join us after the break.
Mark, first on the road today. Bit of a challenge ahead of you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always tricky being first on the road, but you know, it's just how you take it. So let's hope we can put it together this morning. We've got 4 stages in a row, and it needs to be tidy.
Some fantastic times yesterday. See you in 5th overall. You must be very happy with that.
The car is actually quite good, and yesterday was the first time we got the stages together, and we haven't had any big major hiccups, you know, so the car's well.
We're in Bapsfontein for day 2 in the first stage at 17.39 kilometers Ervat. With Renier leading by 18.7 seconds, and he's first on the road, of course. Do you think shortcutting will be a further problem today?
Not on this stage, no. There's not enough space, very narrow, and very tricky sections as well. Well, there is one there now, but nobody's taken that.
First run of the stage for them. Oh, Mark Renier going straight on there into the mealie.
Yeah, and a long cut doesn't carry penalty.
Fortunately for them, but they've got to keep in mind that those mealies are pretty hard and solid, can damage your windscreen.
Yeah, as we've seen in the past.
So Mark Renier setting the benchmark time there. And he will be hoping that the bad luck stays away. Camille de Villiers, 18.7 seconds down. Opportunity for him to close that gap down.
As he said yesterday, he wants to keep it going today, and another good day's work is required.
He's clearly starting to get to know this car and the South African rallying conditions so much better. Lots of understeer in that corner, though.
Very, very badly, very slippery corner that, and yeah, bearing the brunt of that.
Leroy Poulter in third position, 26 seconds off the pace.
Turn off right 9.
Wait.
No, go still. And now braking right 9, right 9.
Oh, that's going to cost them time, that overshoot.
Plenty. Very, very bad instruction that. Very difficult to see as well. It's quite understandable he missed it.
And Leroy would lose 16 seconds as a result of that overshoot, and that's not doing his...
Overdoing it a little bit on that corner, trying to make up the time he's lost. And this is Enzo Kuhn going into stage 6 now, and let's see what he does.
Fourth overall at this point, only 5.7 seconds behind Leroy Poulter, so an opportunity for him here to take over third place.
And he takes down the arrow that demarcates the gate they have to go through.
And you'll probably find that some of the cars following them are going to take advantage of that. Once again, into the mealies they go.
Absolutely, another long cut. Very, very difficult instruction to see that.
It's going to cost them some time. In fact, he goes 25 seconds slower than Mark Renier, dropping further. Heinleiter gaan there. Oh, and there's another overshoot.
That's going to cost him some very, very valuable time. Has to select reverse, point the direction and go. That's unnecessary, very, very. That's the second corner of the stage.
Johnny Gemmell in sixth position overall now, 2.6 seconds behind Hein Latergan, and that overshoot by the Peugeot driver is going to allow Gemmell to close the gap.
Correct.
All right. 300. 50 after second pylon on right. Max jump, big dog.
I think one of the other dangers of the mealie also gathering at the front of the car at the radiator. You could find yourself overheating.
Correct, and also breaking your windscreen and obscuring your vision.
Right there, small left between trees, narrow bumpy, and out of trees right 9.
Well, I'm not sure that that is going to help Charles to see better.
Very difficult. You need to clean the windscreen between corners, and if you're stuck in the middle with the sun from the front, very, very difficult to see.
That's a good illustration of exactly what you're talking about. So Wilken came in 7th overall, and he makes up 1 place in the stage.
Good to see him not doing any shortcutting.
John Williams in 8th position overnight. He's chasing down Charles Wilken, in fact, but he's still more than a minute behind his teammate Mark Renier, who's leading this rally. Hergen Fecken in the BP Volkswagen Polo, 11th overall, unfamiliar position for him, chasing down Conrad Rotenbach, and Rotenbach will find it slightly easier now. He and Johnny Gemmell, Etienne, were both fined and reprimanded for that infringement of the regulations in the first stage yesterday.
Yes, they're actually very, very lucky. They could have been excluded.
Well, the stewards felt that both of them did not really benefit too much. So Grenier takes the stage from Gemmell. Rotenbach has found his feet and found some speed. Stage 7 now, short 6-kilometer dirt stage, Graube 1 in exactly the same area. Great to see how many spectators have turned out for some action in the mealie fields. Enzo Kuhn in 5th position overall sets the 10th fastest stage time.
And Mark Renier sets the 9th fastest stage time on this one.
Leading by 33 seconds at this point, Jaapie van Niekerk 13th overall and 8th fastest in stage.
And John Williams doing 7th fastest on the stage and trying his best to catch the guys in front of him.
Johnny Gemmell, 4th overall, involved in a huge battle but goes only 6th fastest in this stage.
And Hergen Fecken trying to improve on his 10th overall position, and he would go 5th fastest in the stage by 3.2 seconds.
Leroy Poulter in 3rd position overall, 9.6 seconds only behind Neil de Villiers, and he goes 4th fastest by 2.8 seconds.
And Conrad Rotenbach takes 3rd overall in the stage by 2.1 seconds.
Chasing down Hein Latergan, and he's now only half a second behind him. Visser du Plessis coming into the stage 12th overall, and a brilliant time, goes 2nd fastest, moves up to 11th.
And it's amazing to see that Neil de Villiers is not in the top 10. And this is Charles Wilken, obviously trying his utmost and winning stage time by 1 second.
Came in 6th position overall, and he's now just 21.4 seconds behind Enzo Kuhn. Stage 8, it's a 14.5 kilometer dirt stage, Frick 1. And the battle up front is heating up. Behind Grenier, one must say. Grenier's got a comfortable lead of 36.6 seconds at this stage over Neil de Villiers. As the sun gets a bit warmer, conditions are clearing up and getting a bit better.
This open section here is very dry. Inside the stages apparently very, very slippery, so don't get misled by the dust.
Careful, clearing is turn right to into a Q-tap and right, road changing, turn right to Q-tap and right, cute.
Good demonstration there of the road conditions. Neil de Villiers currently in 2nd position, but he's coming under pressure from the chasing pack behind him, led by Leroy Poulter in the Castrol Toyota Auris, only 4.8 seconds behind de Villiers at this point.
And he's also getting a lot of pressure from behind and trying to apply pressure to the front.
This is a combination that has been working better and better as the season progressed.
That's for the 600 variants of left 2s and left 3.
Very confusing instruction, variants of left 2 and 3s. You don't know how many there are.
And he would take another 3.2 seconds off that gap to de Villiers. Enzo Kuhn currently in 5th position.
He would be losing 13 seconds in the stage and drops to 6th overall.
Hein Latergan in the impressive Pertec Peugeot 207, coming in 7th position overall in this stage. Oh, and close into the mealies he goes.
And there's some sort of equipment flying off the car there.
Johnny Gemmell currently in 4th position, chasing down his teammate Leroy Poulter in the other Castrol Toyota Auris. On board we go now with Charles Wilkin.
And long right 7 is cut max right 5.
It's funny to hear that they're calling cut and we're not allowed to cut.
And cut max right 7. And max left 6 in.
Wilkin has certainly got the hammer down. It's quite clear from these pictures, and he would like to have another podium finish after his success in the previous event.
Surely nothing short of his driving ability and commitment here.
Sets the fastest time in this stage. Now John Williams currently still in 9th position. Just cannot do much to improve on that place.
He's trying his utmost to get up there, and he's really trying hard. It's nothing short of trying here.
On board with Hergen Vecken and Pierre Aris.
Quite amazing to see that the way that you line it up for a sharp corner, you can make it up a lot easier and open for yourself.
Still in an unfamiliar 10th position overall for this pairing, who won the championship a couple of years ago.
A little problem yesterday, flat wheels, etc. So that's probably could have caused his demise and fallen back.
Sets the 4th fastest time in that stage. Here's Conrad Rotterbach, slowly but steadily starting to make up positions. Came in 8th position overall, and it moves up to 7th. Charles Wilkin takes the stage ahead of John Williams, Mark Renier and Hergen Vecken. Renier still a comfortable lead over the chasing pack of de Villiers, Poulter and Gemmell. Stage 9 now at the Rally Star Academy. Rally Star Long, it's called, 7.76 kilometers. And this is a stage that many of these drivers actually know well.
Yes, you'll obviously see a lot step up in the pace, shall I say. Because they practice here and there's rally sprints here, a lot of people use it to contest, and you'll see the difference in the pace.
Sebastian Claassen in the Subaru. This is Chase Appel. He's
Mr. Gear.
Losing some time there. And Ulrich Dippenaar.
Better sounding Toyota now.
Sorted out their problems.
Beautifully lined up, young Namibian.
Mohamed Musa in 16th position overall, and he sets the 10th fastest time in this stage.
That's Enzo Kuhn in car with them.
He's chasing down Charles Wilkin, coming in 6th overall in this stage, and he goes 9th fastest.
And this is Conrad Rotenbach coming into the stage, 7th overall, and he would go 8th fastest on the stage, losing 10 seconds to the leaders and dropping 1 position.
Hergen Vecken in 10th place, still cannot get away from that 10th position overall, but he sets the 7th fastest time in this stage.
And John Williams, very committed, 6th fastest in the stage, 8.2 seconds behind.
Geniel de Villiers cutting some mealies in the process. He's currently in 2nd position in this stage, but he goes 5th fastest.
And look at the absolute commitment in these fast corners. Not visible at all, but that shows you they've been practicing here.
So he drops to 3rd overall.
And this is Johnny Gemmell, 4th overall into the stage, and does the 4th fastest time as well, and only 6.2 seconds behind.
Still chasing down his teammate Leroy Poulter, of course. And that's veteran photographer Dave Ledbetter picking up a nice little trophy.
And Heinrich Latergan coming into the stage in 8th overall position, and doing a very creditable 3rd in the stage.
That moves him up 1 place to 7th overall. The Peugeots certainly showing their potential on this event. Just 6 seconds off the pace in that stage.
And looks like he's losing another bumper.
Leroy Poulter in 3rd position overall, under pressure from Johnny Gemmell, but he sets the 2nd fastest time in the stage, and this moves him up into 2nd place overall.
Absolute 100% commitment on that corner.
Rally leader Mark Renier trying to consolidate that lead.
C90. 90, stay middle over junction. Stay middle over junction. 70, jumpy to adverse, right 6 opens. Jumpy to adverse, right 6 opens.
And Mark Renier would win the stage by 3.3 seconds over Leroy Poulter.
And the crews will be very happy after 4 tough stages to get to service.
Mark, you seem to be taking the lead and running away with it.
We've had 4 good stages, and we've just tried to keep it neat and tidy, and I think it's working well for us. The car feels really good, and yeah, there's no damage, so I'm looking forward to the next 4. But it's going to be good. It's not over till it's over.
Up to 2nd place, but you could have been battling for 1st per chance.
Yeah, I think so. you know, this morning a bit of my fault of trying to push too hard too quickly, and we ran wide in two of the hairpins and got stuck in the other one. So unfortunately a bit of bad luck, but we're carrying on, and you never know. You know, there's still 5 stages left. We're all pushing really hard, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, Sebastian, it looks like you find the only mud puddle available today.
And we thought this rally star, let's go for it. But there's a huge muddle pool there. We went just straight and the guys pushed us out, so that's good. I'm sure they must be full of mud. And then 1k further we got a puncture. So this is not out there yet, but we have a lot of fun and it's quite a lot of energy actually.
After 9 stages, Mark Premier leads Leroy Poulter now by 48.7 seconds. De Villiers drops to 3rd and he's only 8.8 ahead of Gemmel.
And Charles Wilken drops to 6th position, and Heinrich Lautergan drops to 7th position, and also Konrad Rotenbach drops to 8th.
Stage 10 is a repeat of stage 6, so it's Arwat 2, 17.39 kilometers of dirt, so it's the first of the day's repeat. Here leading by a comfortable almost 50 seconds now, but a huge 3-way battle behind him for 2nd.
Turn right 8 tight. Keep it nice and tight. Into easy bump 150. Easy bump 150. 150. And the arrows there. Slippy. Max right 3 left 2 over bumpy. Slippy. Max right 3 left 2 over bumpy. 90.
Do you think he can start thinking about managing this gap now, or still
Absolutely. Absolutely needs to consolidate it, keep his pace up, don't try any heroics, and he'll get it to the end.
Leroy Poulter in 2nd position, only 3.1 seconds ahead of De Villiers.
And getting a lot of pressure from behind.
Left 9, left 9, yeah? And now we're going to the very end, Leroy. That's at 100. Yeah. It's a go right 2.
Good communication between the two of them.
Absolutely, working very, very well together.
Enzo Keen in 5th position overall, also trying to get closer to that battle ahead of him. Hein Latergan in 7th. And this is looking very good for the Pertec Peugeot team.
Yeah, they just need a back bumper sponsor, it looks like.
This stage was slightly changed for the 2nd running of it because of a water puddle.
I would say a water-logged kilometer of road rather than that.
Johnny Gemmel currently in 4th position, but chasing down Geniel de Villiers, only 8.4 seconds behind the Volkswagen driver, and he's got the hammer down.
30, medium right opens. 30, fast left opens. 60, fast right turns to slow right.
And this is Charles Wilken in 6th place, and he's trying his utmost to get another position before the end.
Bank on out, loose, Slippy. Go, go, go. There it is. Bank on out, loose. 300 now.
John Williams currently in 9th position in the 2nd Sasol Ford Fiesta, and going strong, pushing hard, wants to close the gap. Fecken in 10th place, also pushing hard.
Everybody's up their pace a little bit now with the last three or four stages, and it's going to get hectic now.
Konrad Rotenbach is still holding down that 8th position, and he would not be happy with that. So Charles Wilken takes his 4th stage win of the event ahead of Johnny Gemmel. Stage 11, it's a repeat of stage 7, Grabe 2. It's a short 6-kilometer dirt stage. The battle for 2nd position is hotting up. Konrad Rotenbach currently in 7th position, but that doesn't look good, and the engine doesn't sound very healthy at all.
Definitely a problem there.
Leroy Poulter holding down 2nd position, now more than 50 seconds behind Mark Renier, but he's part of that 3-4-way battle for 2nd place.
Go right 6. Go right 6. So go left 4.
Oh, goodness. They almost rolled that car.
Go your side, go a little bit my side. Okay, go, almost there. Well done, Leroy. Well done, boy.
Yeah, that seems like there's another problem with this vehicle here. Snaking a bit to the stop.
Leroy, what's up?
Yeah, we ran out of front brakes there, so we had to do quite a big cut. And we hit a bankment, so a bit of bad luck, you know.
You going to make the next 2 stages?
We hope so. We hope so.
Enzo Kuhn currently in 4th position, but the problem, of course, Etienne, for Leroy Polter and Alvin is that they alone are allowed to work on their car.
Yes, no outside assistance allowed, so whatever's on board is what they have to fix the car with.
Hi Enzo, how's it going? Not a bad time there.
Reasonable time. We're still on our back feet and trying our best to stay in the top 5, but the car feels good and we're doing a good job inside the car.
Max left. Max right left. 50, Max right. 80 to medium right.
Johnny Gemmell in 3rd position overall, chasing down his teammate now in the 2nd place. And he takes 2.1 seconds off Leroy Polter in this stage.
After yesterday's drama, you sure putting foot today?
Yeah, we're trying now. We're getting pretty close to second, so we gave it a go in the previous one and this one, but I don't know what our time is now, so but it felt all right.
Make sure that you're on the first.
And this is Marc Ronier leading by 51.3 seconds.
Left one, right one, into turn, left 8. Left one, right one, into turn, left 8. Right one, turn, left 8. Into right 8 bumpy, right 8 bumpy. Tightens, 100, left 7 into right 6. Left 7 into right 6.
And he would stretch his lead by another 3.7 seconds at the end of this stage. John Williams in 9th position.
Yes, absolutely going flat out now. He's trying very, very hard to gain another position, and his pace surely shows that.
Charles Wilkin coming into the stage in 6th position overall, and he's got his eye on a higher placing.
And left one into sudden right 3 times into 8 on cross. Into Max right 1 past 3. Into Max King left 1 right 1. And another Max left 1 and another Max right 1.
So another stage win for Charles Wilkin, but the problems continue for Leroy Polter.
In the last stage, it looks the brake fitting that goes into the brake caliper is broken off, so all the fluid to the front brakes have gone. So Leroy finished the stage just on the handbrake, but obviously there's no real braking force with that. So they're just trying to bypass it just to get one brake caliper connected, but it's looking a bit fraught here.
Stage 12 is a repeat of stage 8, flick 2 now, 14.5 kilometers, getting towards the final few stages of this event, and how will it all play out?
Left 3, 160, adverse right 3 cut, adverse right 3 cut, 80, water, max right 3 cut, left 3, right 2 over bumpy.
Well, everything seems to be going just so well for Marc Ronier in this event, and he's managing that gap very well.
Yes, he needs to stay exactly there. This is Fernil de Villiers getting it almost wrong there.
He's now dropped to 4th position overall, and it's actually a pity because he was looking very good earlier on this event.
Now that's the point where I said the pressure's starting to count now.
Running very, very wide there, went in very fast into the left-hander.
Leroy Polter battling with only 3 wheels braking, and he would lose 12.1 seconds to Ronier on the stage.
That could affect his 2nd position overall. We'll have to wait to see what happens when Johnny Gemmell completes the stage.
Go flat, Leroy. Go for it. Go for it. Right 3, go for it. And there's a go left 9, that one, so don't...
Left 9.
Yeah, it's a very fast go left 9, that one. Into a go right 2, yeah, use your line. There you go. That's it, go for it, flat out, keep your foot flat.
Enzo Kuhn coming into the stage, 5th position overall, and one can see the speeds are picking up. The 2nd running of this stage, they now know where to go.
Absolutely, and almost overdoes it on that corner, but keeping it together.
Reigning champions carrying the number 1. Hein Latergan coming into the stage in 8th position overall, and taking into account that he was 5th overnight, he will not be happy. Johnny Gemmell, this is the man. He can now go 2nd position if he can go faster than Leroy Polter.
Yes, surely the pressure's added on, and he's also giving pressure. And he would take 19 seconds off his teammate, Polter.
That means that Johnny Gemmell now moves into 2nd position overall. Charles Wilkin coming into the stage in 4th place. Will he also benefit from Polter's problems? Coming off 2 stage wins in a row, can he make it 3 in a row?
Well, the way that he cuts the corners like that, he might possibly do that.
Kills another arrow. Whoa, that's John Williams.
John Williams.
John Williams rolling the Sasol Ford Fiesta.
But he's way off the road.
And we hope that they are fine. This is Ergen Fecken in 9th place now. He's made up 1 position. But John Williams looks a little bit shaken.
What sort of speeds are you...
Up to this corner I was the driver. That was going well. Unfortunately, yeah, we just outbraked ourselves. And if you see, just as the turn comes in here, there's a mound, and we try to straighten to, run wide and then turn around. And as we came through here, the next minute there's this big mound we hit, and it flicked us up in the air, and that was it, unfortunately, So this happens when you're trying hard.
Relief that the crew are both fine, and here's Mohamed Musa minus a windscreen, damaged by clearly one of the very hard mealie cobs that they've been going through. Visser du Plessis in 10th position overall coming into the stage, and the team will be hoping that he can hold on to that. So Wilken makes it 3 in a row ahead of Gemmel and Cronje. Leroy Poulter only 11th fastest. Stage 13, a repeat of stage 9. So 7.76 kilometers of dirt, and the penultimate stage of the Toyota Gauteng Dealer Rally. Lots of people at the Rally Star Academy. We go on board with Hein Lateghan, currently in 7th position overall. How long is that going to be? Straight through the mealies.
Destroys his windscreen there.
And that is exactly what we've been talking about so far. And this could well affect the visibility out of the cockpit. And look there's a lot of mealies also stuck in the radiator.
Yes, and he could suffer from overheating, but he's near the end of the stage. He might just make it. And this is Chase Atwell overdoing that corner way, way too fast.
Getting it a bit wrong there indeed. But he can continue, can soldier on. And a man who's continually improving rally per rally, Sebastian Klaassen, along with
Cindy
experienced
Harding. Yes.
Cindy Harding.
And this is Nicholas Ryan going a bit wide there. And also overdoing that corner a little bit.
Camille de Villiers currently in 4th position, but he's struggling with gearbox problems. The previous stage he lost, I think, 2nd and 3rd gear, and he would be desperate to get to the service after the stage.
Don't know if there's going to be enough time to change the box, though.
Ulro Dippenaar currently just hovering outside the top 10. A very solid performance by him.
Absolutely.
So far.
Youngster from Namibia.
Visser du Plessis still inside the top 10, in fact 9th overall. Jaapie van Niekerk in 11th. Trying to get into the top 10. He goes 8th fastest in this stage.
Argen Vekken trying his utmost to get back a position that he's lost.
Currently in 8th position. He's not happy with that, I'm pretty sure. And he goes 7th fastest and moves up to 7th place.
Correct.
Leroy Poulter still with brake problems. He's down to 3rd now.
He will have some service now after the stage.
Right. Almost there. Left 5 at a flying finish. Done.
And he would set the 6th fastest time in that stage. Mohamed Musa still minus the windscreen. Goes 5th fastest. He's looking very, very impressive.
I wonder what would happen if he goes into the mealie field now.
Well, they've got crash armors, don't they? Enzo Keen currently in 5th position overall. And he's got the hammer down. He goes 4th fastest, just 6.4 seconds off the pace. Johnny Gemmel, look.
Flat out, absolutely flat out. And he would go 3rd fastest in the stage. 100% commitment, still trying to get podium position, or keep podium position.
But our rally leader is Mark Cronje, still now by 54.4 seconds.
60, dip right 5 in water. Dip right 5 in water. 90, caution slippy right 2 over dip. Caution slippy right 2 over dip. 60, slippy right 4 in narrow. Slippy right 4 in narrow. 100.
And he would go 2nd fastest in the stage, still stretching his lead in the process. Charles Wilken coming into the stage 4th fastest. He's done 3 in a row. Can he make it 4, you think?
I'm hoping for him that he would, because he's surely showing all the commitment to do that.
And Max right 3 at the finish. Keep going. At 4th, Max left 4. And remember, you don't have a clutch, so go straight to the end. Go straight to
That is amazing. No clutch, and still wins the stage. The final stage, the super special, stage 14, 4 laps over a total of 7.62 kilometers, and an expectant crowd awaits the start. First up, it's Cronje in the left-hand lane and Poulter in the right-hand lane. And let's remember that...
And they almost collide.
That was very close. Poulter just landing a little bit badly there. Oh dear, and that's Poulter. He must have taken a bit of a tumble there.
Pressure's got to him, unfortunately. Now he can't see through the windscreen and goes off the road again.
Mark Cronje wins the stage, no problems for him there, sets the benchmark time. And Poulter loses 2.5 minutes in the process. Now Keen against Lateghan. And Gauteng has now finally lost his windscreen after that incident earlier on. Nice to see these side-by-side battles, but perhaps 4 laps, a little bit too many.
It's all a crowd pleaser, and that crossover is very dangerous. The inside lane has right of way, and they missed each other by a car length.
De Villiers now against Gemmel. De Villiers with a brand new gearbox in his car after the problems from earlier on, and Gemmel trying to consolidate that second place.
And De Villiers needs to finish a 7.62 kilometer stage. A beautiful landing by Johnny Gemmel, but no De Villiers.
Must be another gearbox problem. It's Wilken versus Fecken at this point. Wilken, of course, moving up to third courtesy of the Polter problems, and now he's looking to make it second. It's Fecken who takes that stage victory, and lots of action still ahead. Junior category, Guy Bottrell wins this S1600 class, taking his first national rally victory ahead of Chad Conradi and Thilo Himmel. And in S1400, Henk Latergan was leading all the way until this last stage when he got stuck, and he handed that victory to a very grateful Megan van Laak, who takes her second win of the season.
It's been a great result from us. You know, we had a really rocky start in the beginning, and we knew we had the pace. It's just a matter of finding the right event. And the last event again, it was a bit of a niggle, and it's such a relief. It's like a huge weight off our shoulders.
Now, Robin, you said it's been stress all day. How are you feeling now?
It's a weight off my shoulders. You know, every stage you think, well, you know, we've led most of the rallies this year, and every time something's happened, something's gone wrong, you keep waiting, and today it just kept going right. You know, not only did you have good times, but I think our car's probably in the best condition of the field. You know, so it's been neat and tidy and exactly what we needed to do.
So Mark Renier takes his first victory of the season, but behind him, the positions changed somewhat as the stewards imposed some time penalties for shortcuts. So Wilken moves up. Johnny Gemmel is a big loser, but all these results are still pending appeals. Celebrations in the Sasol Ford camp, their first victory of the season, making it 3 different winners in the first 4 events. And South African rallying is just getting more and more competitive. Rothenbach remains on top, but now by only 2 points from Charles Wilken.
Navigator standings, Greg Godridge leads by 3 points over Drew Starrock.
Mentioned Barber's Fun in Northwest.